Well, let's see. Trying to see. Well, trying to figure out if I can hear my own self. Because it's just me right now. Okay. Okay, there we go. I am still recovering from a cold, so anybody wanders in and I cough right in their ear, I apologize for that. So let's see. I need to be able to hear myself for a moment. Yep, there I am. Okay. So, still going with the PacPack Voxydized, although I am really getting itchy to start a fresh world and a fresh mod pack. I can't help it. It's in my nature. So, well, some of it is one thing I'm noticing here. See that ivy waving in the breeze? Seems to be falling prey to some shader effects. Maybe if I pick a different shader, it will be less so. How about photon? Mainly I want something that doesn't make the far mountains quite so strange. Alright, that's a little better. And hey, so's that. Okay. So, your choice of shader can make a significant difference in your overall experience of the game. Right. So the goal for today was to expand this a little bit, because the other day when I was wandering through here, I wanted to do a little food prep. I was realizing this is kind of an old school trailer park galley kitchen, along with a brewing stand that I found underground. I want a little more room here. This started out, I always start with a basic rectangular block and just do extensions on everything. And one of the other things on my little to-do list is to turn that into some storage. And, well, let's see. Barrels seems easy, but, yeah, barrels just seems easy, but what else can I do here? Well, first off, I'm gonna need some more wood. I have some more wood. Okay, crisis solved. I might want to hold on to some of that. So let's see. Browse through some of what I can make with the setups that I've got here. Let's see, can this make anything? No, it doesn't. And with some mods it does. Not for me today. Again, this is part of why I'm itching to try out something, to revisit something familiar, like maybe FTB, Feed the Beast Evolution. Big old kitchen sink pack. Meanwhile, what is this? Chocolate? Is that chocolate? Okay. Meanwhile, I did go underground a little bit in between after the last session, and I'll show you over there. 'Cause hey, why not? That's why anything with this talking about the subject is a maybe. And this is one of the other reasons that jump and fall thing, kind of fun, but the novelty does sort of wear off. Because you can have a pretty extravagant fall distance, although I don't want to test it that much right here. But, uh-oh. Careful. Like I said, I don't want to test it just yet. Latest death not too far away. Excuse me. Ew. But yeah, the huge jumping, the huge fall distance, all of that. It's fun in an epic MMO sort of way, but on the other hand, it's also, yeah, it kind of takes some of the zest out of it. So, I could continue playing this with just a different, hey, I'm talking here. If you don't mind, I will thank you not to interrupt. Where was I? Right. So the pufferfish skills does not come with a skill tree on its own. There's a default one that's pretty straightforward, and there are many others to choose from. It's axolotl. Hi, axolotl. And I just happened to pick the most epic one I could find because it sounded amusing. I'm not really down here for... Uh-oh. Okay, careful. But, like I said, it's fun and epic. But on the other hand... But on the other hand, it kind of takes some of the spice out. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. I take it back. You're all very spicy. My goodness, people. Can never satisfy the living dead. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Okay. That's unsettling. Yeah, come on. Oh, hey. You're spicy. Oh, you were a spicy zombie villager. Oh, well. My apologies. Alright, hey, what was that down there? I mean, it's just me here. If anybody's wondering why I got all quiet, it's because right now, at the moment, it's just me. So, hey. But I did sort of have a plan. And I will go back to that plan. Alright. How sweet. Carried that over for me. So helpful. Go. Hush. Okay. So anyways, yes, I came down, wandered down here earlier, the other day, picked up a whole bunch of stuff, and died a couple times. Which does take some work with that epic skill pack I was talking about, epic skill tree. But nevertheless, uh-oh. There we go. So anyways, because of those frequent deaths, one of the rage quit prevention measures I have is keep inventory on death. Especially when I'm talking while playing, I'm not very good at the playing. What did I pick up while I was out there? Can I melt that down or anything? Technically I can. Huh. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Waste not, want not. And hey, as long as we're at it. Yeah, okay. I mean, it is melting things down. That is one workaround for the overstuffed chest problem. Okay. So, yes. It's time for bed already. You know what? That reminds me of one of the mods that is installed in this mod pack is Better Days. Gives you control over the passage of time by allowing you to customize the length of the day-night cycle and alters the Minecraft sleep mechanic by accelerating the speed of time. Which, one of the minor frustrations that I have with Minecraft is the days are weird. 10 minutes. I think I want a 20-minute day. Do I want a 20-minute night? Do I want it 50-50? Not really. I just want more daylight. So, let's go with that. So hypothetically, when I wake up the next day, then hypothetically, when I wake up the next day, then we're going to end up with a longer day cycle. Very curious to how that'll test out, because I have never actually manually adjusted it. Tracking the time right now on my clock, it is 8:13. So sunset should happen on my clock at 8:33. I will probably have forgotten about it by 8:16. Okay. And of course we're working around on a rainy day. Okay. So I'm going to be expanding. Well, I can expand this way quite easily, and I won't even have to mess with anything. So, let's see about doing that. I have a lot of spruce, but I kind of want to try to maintain some consistency with oak. So, okay, a couple of things I'll want to do. Go to my trusty bone meal composting thingy. That's the only automation thing that I've figured out so far. Chest, funnel, or hopper, composter, hopper, chest. But because that's the only one I figured out, I pretty much have it in every single world. I'm like, oh, okay, I've got my dirt house, now I better put up my compost funnel. Which sounds really nasty when I say it out loud like that. Let's see. Let's put some of this we'll just tuck some of this stuff back behind the curtain. Should have an oak sapling. Yes, I do. Okay. What happened? What if I do it like this? Yeah. Okay. I mean, that was kind of iffy, but hey, I enjoyed it. Let's see. Is that enough? Only 24 logs. Let's grab some more. I think now we're getting somewhere. Okay, 40 foot. See, now my brain is like, no, you may as well just make a stack. One short of a stack, of course. All right. Okay. Hi, kids. So eventually, I would consider extending, moving the cattle off and my one sheep a little farther away from the house so I could do some bigger expansion. But I don't really need to worry about it right now. Because again, I'm probably going to be in another mod pack pretty soon. So let's see here. Let's do that. I don't need to go overboard with the expansion. Tempting though it may be. See here, good, yeah. So I'm reminding myself that the focus is food prep. Let's see. So okay, and we'll just do the same. Now that I've figured out how to work that chisel to replace blocks, I'm even more carefree about just using planks for everything and figuring it out later. Perhaps much later. You know, the game still seems kind of loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay. It's getting loud in my own ears. Yeah, said I'm just going to be ignoring the skill tree for the rest of the session. I'm going to end up needing more wood. Okay. All right. See? Okay. Let's see. I do like big windows. We'll see if it makes much sense. Yeah, I'm too used to, I got used to the macaw's windows where you can just chop them back out. Okay. Okay, that's a little less overwhelming. One big window, one fairly big window. Oh yeah, the blinds. Okay. And well, we can make the kitchen a little bigger by clearing this crap out and making a sort of, instead of this being the kitchen, this could be more of the crafting space. That might end up being more practical anyways. I best put up some glass. It's best put up some glass. So I have some glass and some window panes existing already. I do have some glass. And I've already forgotten how to make windows in this one. So, okay, I have oak. I want to make oak windows. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Hang on. And then, like so. And I'm pretty sure I already have a stack of these somewhere. But anyways, that's not important right now. Whereas if I go with FTB Evolutions, it doesn't have every single one of the macaw decoration mods either. I have to keep that in mind. Well, I did remember the time thing. It's 8:23 on my clock, and it's still broad daylight. Okay. Better Days is working out well so far. Wonder if I could possibly get a copyright strike for humming tunelessly, and which famous song that would be. Okay, what do I already have here? We've got some andesite, we've got some smooth stone, some cobalt deep slate. Well, I think I went through and used up most of my existing supply. No, I didn't. Existing supply of stone. Okay, so I gotta clear a little space back out. Don't mind me. Maybe I'll go with the classic, like all the mods. I mean, I guess they're all kind of classic. Just ignore me. I was going to say I'm thinking out loud, but that seems too charitable. It's still daylight. Okay. See, I take the leaves, I put them in here, and drops them down. Except I didn't have all that many, so what if I drop in And then it's making... Look at that! It's magical bone meal. Okay. Okay, well, I've got this. I'm not hugely fond of the aesthetic yet. I want to match it up, so I want some birch trunks. Very, very easy to get sidetracked. I don't need the andesite just yet. I don't need the cobblestone just yet. I can clear this and put it... I can put it over here. Okay. Okay, where did I put my thing? Where did I put my diamond chisel? Okay. Does this work? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah? Look at that. That's so cool. Okay. But I want some more, a little bit more of an aesthetic mix. So let's take my plain old chisel and grab half of these. What do I got? Cracked stone bricks. Okay, we can do that. Back up. Where'd you go? Back over there. Okay, well, boom. Grab the other half. Let's see, cracked stone bricks, mossy stone. Do I want to? I mean, I do have ivy growing on the outside. We've discussed that. So, yes, let's go with mossy stone bricks. Okay. And since I want what could end up being a fairly unpredictable pseudo-random mix, rather than chiseling it, why don't I see what happens with the trowel? Okay, so I've made a little bit of a clearing. Where did I put my trowel? Where are you at? There you go. Okay, trowel. Okay. I need to not have any other placeable things in there. Let's see. How about the smooth stone? Because I don't really know what else to do with that. Build tools are fun. Not really sure about the smooth stone, though. Okay, so let's take that out of the mix and go back to our trowel. There. Now, It looks like an absolute disaster. But a disaster on purpose. An intentional disaster. Does this have the carry-on mod? Can I just pick up that chest? No. Oh well. So, let's see here. We'll keep with our tidying. We'll put you over here. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Maybe I can make myself a copper chest or even an iron chest. They have a system in place that is a little different from sophisticated storage, but it still works, I think. Can't remember if I've tried it here or not. Is it nighttime yet? Almost. Okay. Let's see. Oh, just make a whole bunch of redstone torches. Don't be dainty. That's an interesting texture issue. Now that's the newfangled Minecraft copper chest, which is just a chest that goes green. Not as exciting for me. Dang, what was it again? Back to JEI. Copper chest. No. This one. Reinforced chests. Is there not a way to make it? What did I just do? Okay, well, I'll have to come back to that later. I mean, what if I just try that? Nothing happens there. Huh? I accidentally hit the key to toggle away the JEI just as I was using it. Was it O? I wonder if it was O. It was O. Okay, where were we? Copper chest. Okay, I need... Oh, okay, fine. So... I turn that back into a regular one. Let's see, is this how I make a copper chest? Yes. And then is this how I make an iron chest? Yes. Look at that. It's not that complicated. To my shock and surprise. And 8:35. So yes, indeed, the Better Days thing worked quite well. Cool thing about a stream with 0 viewers, no social anxiety. It's awesome. Don't feel bad for me. Part of the whole idea of this is to record something I'm doing anyways. Every evening, I have huge ambitions and ideas for things I'd like to get do and get done at the end of the workday. But I work, my shift is 10 hours. I get home, basically about all I've got brain for is walking the dogs, acknowledging my loved ones, and playing some Minecraft. A lot of the other stuff just kind of goes on hold. So if I'm doing that anyways, might as well record it. So here we are. And one of my related thoughts is I'm one of those people when I'm playing or when I'm doing anything else and I've got the computer handy, so basically every waking minute that I'm not at work, I like to put a video on in the background. Usually, like seriously, almost really consistently, somebody, hey, look at all that space. Really consistently, somebody talk and chill about Minecraft or RimWorld, Factorio, Satisfactory, some game where puttering is a significant component of play. And I enjoy listening to people enjoying themselves in a calm and relaxed fashion. Like the speed running stuff, too much for me. Honestly, the Forever World stuff, kind of high pressure for me. I'm heavily ADHD. Forever is a long time. I just want to play while I'm enjoying it, and then set it aside. And those are the videos I like to watch too. So that's why I'm recording these sessions, because it's just me babbling pretty much to myself. And if somebody shows up, fantastic, wonderful, I love you, welcome. But also, if somebody's clicking through YouTube recommendations and for some reason they've built up their own habit of listening to people talk and chill about Minecraft, Factorio, Satisfactory, whatever, I think this approach from me would be hilarious. I'm terrible at RimWorld. This style of play does not work well in RimWorld, but it does make for good comedy. I tell you that. Situational comedy. But anyways, these archives might show up on somebody's recommendation, and maybe they'll come and watch it. And maybe they'll click again if it shows up again. But either way, I'm getting a little... I'm doing what I was going to do anyways. I'm having fun. I'm getting better at the technical aspects of this. Thanks to the suggestion from the last stream, I think I've got better audio going for the mic, so I was actually able to hear myself in a little test run, which is good. But yeah, so, people show up while I'm, playing, fantastic. People show up later, fantastic. I'd love to have you here whenever you show up. But meanwhile, I have about 20 minutes left of my intended stream. So let me kind of focus for a minute. I'll be putting up some more blinds soon. But okay. Alright. Move all, hold shift, move all. Yeah, that's a little work. And then I can always move back what I need later. Let's try not to impulsively toss over stuff we may end up needing. Okay, so we have, once again, we have finally remembered how to do copper chests, iron chest, and gold chest, which is simply to surround a chest with copper, and then to surround your copper chest with iron, and then to surround your iron chest with gold. I'm sure the process for a... Hey, look at all that. I'm sure the process for a diamond or netherite chest is not much more complicated. Alright. And now there's also a lot less pressure off about storage here. Let's just be lazy and drop it all over there for the moment. When storage gets to be a premium again, I can do a little bit of prioritization. I wanted to have a little bit of storage upstairs, like a nightstand kind of thing. So let's see how I would go about doing that. I'm making a lot of assumptions. Well, I'm not going to make much of anything without wood, am I? Okay. I prefer, so there's a few of these mods that show basically everything you can possibly build. There's JEI and EMI are the two that I'm most familiar with. I prefer EMI because it's got that button for, you know, what can I actually build with the stuff in my inventory right now. JEI does not what in the world? Okay. Yeah, that texture is pretty distracting, isn't it? Let's see. Right side. Drawer. Yeah, I'm too accustomed to the big ones. Cabinet. Okay. So let's see. I could make myself an oak cabinet, but I need trapdoors for that. Okay, yeah. And man, cows are chatty. Okay. Oak. Here we go. Okay. Let's go upstairs, get that plan taken care of. I don't want it to interfere with that. I mean, all right. We can work with it. It doesn't have to be great. throw everything in the big chest. Wait, I might... No, I'm not going to need that anytime soon. Okay, put that over there. Sort it all up. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but we're getting somewhere. So in a roundabout way, I have addressed my kitchen space concerns a little bit. Putting the things right there, that was kind of iffy. Let's see, so we've got our cutting board, we've got our stove, we've got a cooking pot over a campfire, and my prized automation thing is in the way. Okay, well, I'm not going to fuss with it right now. But now I don't know what I put over here. Like, honestly, I've optimized the space a little too much. Let's put the furnaces facing this way. Do I have a table? I have a better light. That's what I need right here. And back over here. Okay, so we've got our iron nugget. We had a chain, which I think we'll be able to put to use for here. Let's make our lantern. Okay. Light is very important. So we've got this, so we'll kind of balance it. Yeah. Yeah. That'll do. We don't have to be all Wes Anderson perfectly in the middle with it. Okay. Hush. Alright, well, clearly I'm not going to be getting any work done anytime soon if I'm all distracted by cows. Chatty cattle. I mean, that should be enough. Alright. Congratulations, gang. You all get to be over here. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, put that back. Okay. I can get swarmed by cattle later. Let's get them all over here. Hey everybody. Hey everybody, I said. Psst, psst. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was just getting too distracted. Too distracted by cow. I mean, one way to get less distracted by cow is to have less cow, but I'm not quite ready for that at the moment. I'll have to set up the kitchen and the leather working. Shh, you didn't hear that. No, you didn't. Yeah. Put some of this stuff up. Because, I mean, that's a little cramped. Okay. Well, I mean, redecorating can be just about anything. And I did mention it's not that trees are the enemy. That's more of a factorial thing. It's that angry critters like to show up in the shadow, and one very handy shadow is that of a tree. Man, I hope this has been recording the sound all right. Well, we'll all find out. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're almost done. And I'm almost done with the time that I've allotted myself for the stream. Although I'm pretty sure, we'll see. We'll see if I go over. The only person who really cares about that schedule exactly is me, so I don't need to panic too much. What's all this stuff I forgot to pick up over here? Okay, alright. Okay, hello, there you go. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Just, I love this post, right? You look like you're chewing the fence. Okay. So, hypothetically, it should be a little quieter in the kitchen. Alright, no tree shadows. Alright, okay, yeah. Let's find out. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, back over here to pick up a cracked stone brick. I'm going to be a little bit more intentional with this here. Okay. Aesthetically, I would like more light. There's another mod pack that I've been having some fun with. It's called Modern Lightweight Magitech. It's a kitchen sink. It's got Ars Magica. It's got Create, a few other related things, and a couple of mods that I'd like to play with more. I think it's got Doggy Talents next, for giving, some benefits and bonuses for dealing with your pets, and Via Romana for, it's a teleportation system for landscapers. I might be playing with that one instead of one of the big name kitchen sink mod packs. Yeah, and I do like the Better Days thing, with some actual adjustments made for time, though. So I don't know that I'll be abandoning this particular mod pack. I just might be playing with something else for a while my brain cooks on what to do with this, if anything. Well, for one thing, no. I'll have to let it cook, because we need a better kitchen space. To do that, we either need to move all of this stuff over here and the furnace over here, and move the furnace somewhere else. And of course we have a tree trunk pillar, which is certainly a look, but hey, yeah, at least I got those quieter. From the outside, I can't leave while it's looking like that. Sorry, self. We got any birch in here? Not enough. Alright, let's tuck some of these things away. Got a lot of shiny things, no birch. Still have the bone meal? No, I used all the bone meal, didn't I? That's alright, I'll survive. Hello, chicken. I best plant some birch while I'm at it. Okay. And, come back to those on another day. Okay, I have 16 of these. I have my diamond chisel. Oh, no. No, no, no. Alright, let's try this. Well, I mean, the chisel seemed like a nice idea. Okay, so we've got that, and I need enough birch to make sort of some eaves. Let's see, is that enough? Let's hope that's enough. Okay. It just needed a little texture is all. Okay. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not even saying it's good. But it's a little different from the basic oak plank block. And I keep thinking of one more thing I want to do. And this is why I usually get to bed several hours too late. Okay, oak, come here, you. Some of the clear cutting is intentional anyways. In case I want to do expansion of farm or various crafting and automation setups. Oh, no, actually, honestly, that's not too bad. Okay. That's okay. Bridging mod. Bridging mod would be really helpful. Okay, so now I can add a little texture. Let's see. Here. Here. Interesting. Well, okay. suppose I could have been a little bit more specific. That is where the round trees texture gets a little problematic, isn't it? But anyways, the main thing was I wanted some variation. I've got it. I have variation. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It looks more like a comfortable space than it did. I'm gonna make a screenshot of this because I'm gonna be wanting to post that onto Mastodon. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it here. The goal was to expand the space. I did. But now I have some empty space to figure out what to do with. And again, thinking a lot about mod packs. So, I hope y'all had a lovely day. I hope you didn't mind listening to me too much. And we'll see what happens on the next time. Take care, everybody.